This EPB Classic Rerun is brought to you by Calvert and Nunn Insurance in Glasgow.
Marlins, and he comes with a fastball, which misses low and away. Poland will be followed by Cade Bishop at second base. The number 3 hitter is the pitcher, Tyler Lane, batting fourth, and at first base is Jamison Bowie. Lucas Goodson is the catcher. He'll bat fifth. Number 6 hitter is Nick Kearney, playing center field. The 1-0 pitch on the way, and it's fouled off. Batting seventh, and at third base is Ethan Harlow. Wade Walker is in left field, batting eighth. Trey Brown at bats ninth. He's in right field, and Tristan Bradley is a sub for the Red Sox. We'll give you the Marlins lineup in the bottom half of the first inning. 1 ball, 1 strike count to Jackson Poland. Pitch from Harper misses outside. 2-1. Harper looks like he's bringing it pretty good.
Yes, he does.
Looks like he's got a good arm. Harper from the windup delivers, and the fastball fouled off out of play into the crowd. Defensively for the Marlins, Matt Capps is in left, Tony Hammonds is in center, Drew Richardson is in right field, Braden Short is at third base, Tay Pointer is at shortstop, Bryson Adwell is at second, Tristan Franklin at first base, the catcher is Ashton Serwinski, and we've already told you that Reese Harper is pitching for the Marlins.
I guess Mr. Poland wasn't happy after 2 strikes with the bat, so he's gone and gotten another one out of the dugout.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he went and got another bat. Of course, some of them bats have plugs in them. Maybe the plug came out because they picked something up off the diamond, the end cap. The plug came out of it, so that bat's not legal now. I guess they found out it was loaded when that plug came out. He had to get rid of that.
2 ball, 2 strike count to Poland. The pitch from Harper is grounded foul down the third base side.
I knew they used to take those aluminum bats like that. Those end caps come out and they'd put tennis balls in them.
Yeah. I've heard of folks doing that. Still a 2 ball, 2 strike count to Poland. Cade Bishop waiting on deck. Fastball from Harper misses low and away. So we have a full count. Harper with the payoff pitch, and it misses low and away, so Poland draws the leadoff walk to start the ball game. Good at bat there by Poland. Found a couple of pitches off and earned the walk.
That's one thing about it. If you can be patient and take and he called 7 pitches, there's with the 85 pitch limit, if they've got a pretty good string, you can get a team into trouble by just being patient.
Now the second baseman, Cade Bishop, at the plate. Harper's first pitch is a fastball outside.
Coach Franklin not happy.
And Poppy Franklin going to go out and have a quick word with Reese. We'll just try to calm him down a little bit here. Probably some nerves for the young man as he starts in this championship game. So 1 ball, no strike count to Bishop. Jackson Poland on at first base. After getting a leadoff walk. Bishop back into the box, and we're set to go. One 0 on the way. Called a strike on the outside corner. 1-1. Harper winds and fires. Swing and a miss by Bishop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. sun, thankfully, has gone back behind the trees here at Beaver Trail and has cooled things off significantly.
Yeah.
Still rather humid, but at least we don't have the sun to deal with.
Foul tip that one, Joe.
Count stays 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, but down in this sort of valley with the creek, it's still going to stay humid.
Yep,
so
it is. The 1-2 on the way. Called, strike 3. And the runner takes off for second base, and they got him. Ashton Serwinski did not initially come up with the pitch cleanly, but he 2-0.
The back's not very high on them, and then it's a short seat. I've tried every way in the world to get comfortable on.
And a foul tip here by Lane. Two balls and a strike. Harper winds and fires. Fastball in there for strike 2. And the 2-2 pitch is low, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Second time in 3 batters that Harper has gone to a full count.
Yeah, walked the leadoff batter, but Serwinski was able to throw out the runner, Poland trying to steal second on the strikeout.
And the fastball fouled off the handle that time by Lance. He fought it off. Another payoff pitch on the way. And it's low, so Lane draws the walk. Second walk of the inning issued by Harper. First one did not hurt. We'll see if that one does with 2 outs. Now the first baseman, Jamison Bowie.
Batting in the cleanup position.
Harper with the pitch. Swing and a miss.
I guess it's a safety factor that the on-deck batter goes the other way, so a foul ball off the end of
It
the
is,
bat.
yeah, that's the idea. Pitch here in the dirt, it's going to get away, and that moves Tyler Lane to second base in the wild pitch. Again, I want to recognize our umpires. They are Chris Jennings behind the plate, Jeff Sanders out on the base paths. These 2 guys did a good job in our 10 and under game here earlier today. Now they've just switched spots on the field. That pitch to Bowie, a ball, so 2-1 to it. Fastball is outside, 3-1.
Well, he's worked 3 of the 4 batters to a 3-ball count. So throwing a lot of pitches here in this first inning, and it's warm. You know, coaches can't be happy about that.
Fastball in the dirt. Bowie's going to draw the walk, and also the wild pitch will move Lane to third base. So runners at the corners for our next hitter, the catcher, Lucas Goodson.
Yeah, that's already 24 pitches in the first inning.
Yeah, and again, keep in mind the most a pitcher can throw in a single game is 85 pitches. So obviously if Harper continues to struggle with his control, that could become a factor later in the ball game. Goodson steps in with 2 outs. Runners in the corners. Scoreless game here in the top of the first inning. It's the championship game of the Glasgow Athletic Program 12 and under division. First pitch to Goodson, misses high. Now the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Even things up, put a ball on a strike.
You know, the runner on third, we thought, maybe Bowie might try to steal to get into scoring position himself, but we've already seen that Serwinski, can throw somebody out with 2 outs. So
swing and a miss here. 1-2.
But I say if he's going to run, it'll be running on 2 strikes now. If you don't get a good throw, maybe the double steal.
Harper ready for the 1-2 pitch. It's on the way, and it's outside, and Bowie does take off for second base, and they're going to let him have it without a throw. A base hit here could score 2. 2-ball, 2-strike count to Lucas Goodson. Pitch from Harper. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So the Red Sox going to leave a couple of runners stranded in scoring position here in the first.
That was either a walk or a strikeout, and they were blessed with a double play. There were no runs, there were no hits, there were no errors, and 2 stranded. After a half inning, the Red Sox did not score. The Marlins are coming to bat here in the Glasgow Athletic program 12 and under. We'll be right back on WCLU Sports.
Beaver Trail Park. Let's give you the batting order for the Marlins in a scoreless game as we go to the bottom half of the first inning. Batting first and at shortstop, it'll be Tay Pointer. Batting second is the catcher, Ashton Serwinski. Batting third, the first baseman, Tristan Franklin. Reese Harper bats fourth. He is the pitcher. Bryson Adwell's at second base, batting fifth. The third baseman bats sixth. That's Braden Short. Number 7 hitter is the right fielder, Drew Richardson. Tony Hammonds bats eighth. He's in center field. Matt Katz is the left fielder, batting ninth. And a sub for the Marlins is Zachary Miles. Red Sox got a couple of runners in scoring position in the top half of the first inning, but were unable to push either of those across. And so we are scoreless as we get ready to start the bottom of the first inning. Defensively for the Red Sox, we'll tell you that Wade Walker is in left field and Nick Kearney is in center. Trey Brown is in right. Ethan Harlow's the third baseman. Jackson Poland at short. Kate Bishop at second base. James Bowie at first. Lucas Goodson behind the dish. And the pitcher is Tyler Lane. We'll see Tyler deliver his first pitch of the day, and it misses for ball one. Tyler, a left-handed pitcher. And Tay Pointer going to get a base hit in the left field to lead things off, and that's going to roll all the way to the fence. Pointer on his way to second. Now he'll try to go to third, and he'll reach it safely. The throw back onto the infield is over the head of the cutoff man, but second baseman Bishop there to back it up, so that will keep Pointer at third base, but a nice way for the Marlins to start this ball game. That brings up the catcher, Ashton Serwinski.
You know, we watched Tay. Tay was in this last year. He was a pitcher, though, last year. Of course, I'm sure he probably still is, but...
Fastball from Lane, misses the low one in. I don't know how you remember that stuff from year in to year out. I couldn't tell you who pitched in these games last year for nothing. Your memory's just better than mine, I guess. Now the 1-0. Not I guess, I know it is. 2-0. That one misses inside.
I don't have a whole lot to remember, though. You remember I'm retired.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I've just got, menial stuff like this to keep up with.
Okay, that explains it, I guess. 2-0 on the way. Ground ball foul to the right side. We'll just say your brain doesn't work as hard during the day as mine does. How about that?
Probably not.
Here's a pitch in there for a strike, 2-2.
I don't try to work it too hard anytime.
Lane ready for the 2-2 pitch on the way, and it's fouled straight back. Serwinski hangs in there with that foul ball.
Baseball and football aren't too bad. I tax it a little bit during basketball, adding all that stuff up between quarters and stuff and trying to keep up with all those stuff y'all are saying. So.
Yeah, that gets a little hectic for sure, basketball does. Breaking ball from Lane in there for a called strike. A nice pitch.
Yes, it was.
Started outside and broke back across the outside of the plate. First out of the inning brings up Tristan Franklin, the Marlins first baseman. Lane with the sidearm fastball, swung on and missed by Franklin. Strike one. Pitch here misses outside. Now the 1-1. And that one hits Franklin. Got him in the leg. So he'll trot down to first base. Runners at first and third for the cleanup hitter in the Marlins order, Reese Harper. Just one away. We're scoreless here in the bottom of the first inning of the 12 and under age group. Championship game here this tournament for the Glasgow Athletic Program. Swing and a miss by Harper for strike one. Joe Myers and Bruce will be with you. Glad you could join us this evening. Now the 0-1. Backdoor breaking ball stays outside that time. The catcher, Goodson, held it there to let the umpire think about it for a second, but he didn't get the call.
I tell you, at this age level, if you had a right-hand pitcher that had that kind of breaking ball, you'd have some of those batters.
Kids would be diving out of the way, wouldn't they? Here's a ground ball to the second baseman, Bishop. He dropped it, but able to regain control and go to second base to get the lead runner. Pointer does come in to score the first run of the game from third base. 1-0 Marlins, now with two away. Harper reaches on that fielder's choice. It'll bring up the second baseman, Bryson Adwell.
Does pick up an RBI.
Fastball from Lane is fouled off.
Can't assume the double play there. But looked tailor-made when it first came off the bat. But
fastball here misses inside. Lane sits from the stretch. Pitch here is high, and it's 2-1. And time called. Do we have an equipment problem with the catcher? Home plate umpires called Jeff Poland over there, and they're addressing the catcher. Lucas Goodson. I'm not sure what the discussion is about. Trying to get something corrected, obviously.
this not be too serious. Coach Poland threw a few sunflower seeds in his mouth. It goes on back. I don't know whether the ball caught him, under the mask or between that and the breast protector or what, the chest protector.
Here's the 2-1, and it misses high, 3-1. Fastball here is inside as well, and that'll be a walk for Adwell. Puts runners at first and second, 2 down, and brings up the third baseman, Braden Short. This fastball is inside. Lane with the pitch. Also inside, 2-0. This one in there for a strike.
Those pitchers have thrown several pitches in the first inning. This is 23rd for Lane. That
Foul ball by Short. 2-2 now. Yeah, both have worked hard in this heat here in the first inning. Two pitch, misses upstairs. Count will go full. Runners on the base paths can get a little bit of a head start. They have to wait until the ball crosses home plate at this level. Ground ball foul to the right side. Three and two away. Already one run in for the Marlins here in the first. They lead it 1-0. Fastball is high from Lane. So that walk will load the bases.
Yeah, back-to-back walks. And when he's walking batters, is the ball staying high on him? Getting it over the plate, but it's just staying high.
Here's the right fielder, Drew Richardson. And a swing and a miss for Richardson for strike one. The 0-1 pitch, misses high and tight. Fastball from Lane is fouled off to the right side. So Drew Richardson now facing a 1-ball, 2-strike count. And the fastball actually goes behind Richardson. The wild pitch is going to get a runner in from third base. It was Reese Harper that came in to score. Catcher Goodson almost got the throw back to Lane covering home plate in time, but Harper was just able to beat the tag. 2-0 Marlins.
Yeah, a close play, but tag just up on the leg, and Harper was able to get under it.
2-2 pitch. It's fouled off by Richardson. Lane trying to work its way out of some trouble here. Already 2 runs in and 2 more runners in scoring position for the Marlins. Another 2-2 pitch, a breaking ball, fouled off. Richardson doing a good job at the plate here. He's fought off a couple of tough pitches. And strike 3 will be called on the outside corner, so the Marlins will strand a couple of runners in scoring position. However, they do push a couple of calls, and they have the early lead.
They only picked up 2 runs. They had only 1 hit, hit better than a couple walks, no errors, and 2 left. We completed 1 here in the 12 under Glasgow Athletic Program tournament, and it's the Marlins 2, the Red Sox 0. We'll return at this time out on WCLU Sports.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
Back here at Beaver Trail Park, we get set to start the top of the second inning. It is the Marlins with a 2-0 lead over the Red Sox. And for the Red Sox, it'll be Nick Kearney, Ethan Harlow, and Wade Walker to get things going, the 6, 7, and 8 batters in the order. Reese Harper back out there to start the second inning, facing the left-handed hitting Nick Kearney. Kearney hits a fly ball to center field, and that is going to be over the head of the center fielder, Tony Hammond. Kearney on his way to second base, and he'll be in there with a leadoff double.
That was a sweet swing, wasn't it?
He got all of that one for sure. Kearney gets a double to lead things on for the Red Sox. That'll bring up third baseman Ethan Harlow. Harlow also batting from the left side. Fastball from Harper in there for a strike on the inside corner. Already the third left-handed hitter we've seen for the Red Sox in their first 7 batters.
I'm glad to see that. I hope some of these players stay with the program. We need some left-hand batters on our high school team.
Swing and a miss by Harlow, 0-2.
You just don't see a lot of them.
No, you don't. Harper winds and fires, and a swing and a miss for strike 3. 1 away.
Third strikeout for Reese Harper.
Now the left fielder, Wade Walker. Harper with his first pitch of the at-bat. It's a fastball that misses low and away.
Harper sort of with his delivery reminds me of that Carson Palmer for Vanderbilt. But you ever notice
Herky delivery.
He takes it and he's sort of bouncing as he's coming through the delivery even.
Carson Palmer.
Palmer, yeah, instead of Palmer. Palmer, he's a football player.
Yeah. Now the 1-0. Pitch misses outside, 2-0. Harper with a 2-0 pitch, and it's fouled straight back by Wade Walker. Again, if you're listening to us live, or if you're watching this on a tape-delayed basis, you can get a copy of this ball game by calling the electric plant board, 270-651-8341. Pitch here misses outside. Just let them know that you want a copy of this game or one of the other 2 games that we have done on the air here. We had the Coach Pitch Championship game about 10 days ago. The 10 and under championship game was here earlier tonight. They'll have DVD copies of all 3 championship games. The pitch here in the dirt, that's going to be a walk for Walker. And the wild pitch is going to move Kearney over to third base. And I have got a wasp up here that is messing with me big time.
I guess it's you're so sweet, Joe.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You're drawing it.
Hitter here is Trey Brown for the Red Sox.
You got Tristan Bradley on deck, our sub player. So.
Bradley, the extra hitter. And the pitch here in the dirt. Kearney going to try to score, and he will. That gets the Red Sox on the board, makes it a 2-1 ball game. Walker goes to second base on the wild pitch.
In the bottom of the first, the Marlins picked up one on a wild pitch, and so they've reciprocated now and let the Red Sox have one because the leadoff double and 2 wild pitches, and Nick Kearney scores.
On the way to Brown. That one misses. It's 3-0. So we're told you can get a copy of the game from the Glasgow electric plant board. That's courtesy of Cody Meek down there on the first base dugout filming today.
He's gotten a little cooler. He's taking his hat off, it appears.
Nobody happier than him that the sun has gone down, I'm sure.
There's 4 straight pitch walk.
Yep. So Brown goes to first base. Earns it first and second with the extra hitter Tristan Bradley due up, and we'll get another visit to the mound.
He's done talked to Tate Pointer. I believe Tate Pointer's going to come in and take over.
We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and tell you for sure who the new pitcher is for the Marlins. Marlins lead it 2-1 over the Red Sox. Back after this on WCOD Sports. And the hitter is the extra hitter, Tristan Bradley. Marlins lead it 2-1. We're in the top of the second inning. Fastball from Porter misses outside. It's going to get away all the way to the backstop, so both runners will move up a bag. So two runners in scoring position now.
Don't know what kind of bunter Bradley is. Of course, now the runners are advanced, but you know, I probably
fastball in there for a called strike.
One out there on second, but when they were on first and second, I might have been bunting him to try to get back to the top of the order. You know, to
would have been something to think about.
Maybe even squeeze.
Ooh. And Tristan late on that swing. Let's look at a 1-ball, 2-strike count now.
Warner seems to have pretty good throwing fastballs. Let's see if he comes with a 1-2 count if he's got a curveball.
The fastball in the dirt, and it's going to get by. Runner from third going to try to score, but he won't. Good job, good hustle that time by Reese Harper, the catcher, to get back to the backstop and get that baseball. He got it to Porter, who was covering the bag, or excuse me, covering home plate, as they get the runner trying to score from third base for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, Bradley swung at a ball, and, you know, it was in on his fist. But then the wild pitch, like you say, and he got a good bounce off the screen.
2-2 pitch, misses low and away. Count goes full.
Got a good bounce off the screen, then made a nice throw back, and a good tag by Pointer to get Walker.
And a swing and a miss by Bradley, and that'll be strike 3 and out number 3 here in the second inning for the Red Sox, but they do get on the board.
Well, they picked up 1 run. They did not have a hit. There were no
here in Glasgow as we go to the bottom of the second inning. And leading things on for the Marlins will be Tony Hammonds, Matt Capps, and Zachary Miles, the 8, 9, and 10 hitters. In the order, this is the championship game of the Glasgow Athletic Program's 12 and under division. You're listening to us on 1490 WCLU Glasgow and on the internet as well, WCLUradio.com. You can hear us all over the world there.
Well, I need to correct myself there in the top of the second. Nick Kearney did have the leadoff double. I had it in between 2 wild pitches there, and I didn't notice it, but they did have the 1 hit. Each team now with 1 hit.
Pitch from Lane in there for a called strike, evens things up at 1-1 to Hammonds. Lane misses with that pitch. 2-1. Fastball grounded to the left side, picked up by the third baseman Harlow, and the throw not in time.
Didn't feel hit. He got to it, but just the little lefty Hammonds got down the line pretty quick. So the leadoff batter, Pointer led off the game with a triple. So for the second consecutive inning, the Marlins have a leadoff batter on.
Now the left fielder, Matt Capps, swinging a miss at the first pitch, 0-1. Lane comes to the fastball and misses low. One, swung on and missed, 1-2. Lane from the stretch delivers. Fastball for strike 3. Matt Capps goes down for the first out of the inning, and that brings up Zachary Miles.
Third strikeout for Tyler.
Lane catches the outside corner, 0-1. Another fastball. Miles can't make contact with it, 0-2.
I believe he took just a little bit off that fastball. And it looked like he was out in front of it.
A little bit of a change-up maybe from Tyler. The 0-2 is swung on a miss for strike 3. But the throw was in the pitch was in the dirt. The home plate umpire called him safe, I think. I think they were expecting the Red Sox to have to throw down to first base there, but they...
No, first base was occupied, so he can't go to first. Now the runner on first can steal.
That's right. You're right. Yep, you're right. So that is the second out of the inning.
The runner on first can steal,
and he did. Hammonds goes to second base.
But with first base occupied, he cannot...
Now the pitcher, Teddy Pointer,
had a triple his first at bat.
He's the leadoff hitter for the Marlins. Bats with runner at second base. Marlins in front, 2-1. First pitch to him was a ball. Now the 1-0. This one fouled off. 1-1.
He's looking to help himself out. Now he is the pitcher. He's scored one of their 2 runs with that triple.
Swing and a miss. Big cut that time by Pointer, but good pitch from Lane.
Yeah, put one in on his fist.
Now 1-2. It looks like a breaking ball there that's fouled off.
Yeah, he just stayed alive. He got a piece of it.
With the pitch, hard ball into right field. They're going to try to score Hammonds from second base. He will come in to score to make it 3-1. Pointer winds up at second base. So Pointer has hit 2 balls very well in both of his at-bats.
Yeah, 2 for 2 with a double and a triple. And an RBI now as he knocked in Hammonds.
Bring up Ashton Serwinski. Ball looked like from Lane, misses upstairs, 1-0.
Lewinsky went down looking on a 2-2 pitch.
Fastball fouled off. Here's a 1-1. Breaking ball, but Lane hung it upstairs. Couldn't get it to break. And it'll be 2-1. Here's a pop-up, foul, and out of play.
When Louis first waved, I thought he had it, but it wasn't even close to being in play.
Two and two. Lane with a pitch. There's a chopper towards the shortstop that's going to get into left field. Pointer will come around third to score. Serwinski going to pull up at second base. That ball looked like it probably had some funky English coming off the bat there.
Yeah, I'm going to score a hit, and I tell you, an RBI, that ball, it just died. It one bounce and couldn't do much.
It's now 4-1 in favor of the Marlins, and we'll get a timeout called by Red Sox head coach Jeff Poland. He'll go out and have a word with his
Well, he's thrown 52 pitches already here in 2 innings, so.
Hard to believe, but Glasgow football season starts in just a couple of months. That'll be our next broadcast. This is, I guess, officially our last broadcast of the 2014-15 school year. The Scotty football team will kick things off at home on August 21st against Campbellsville at Hank Boy Stadium. Excited about the upcoming year with new head coach Jeff Garman. It'll be interesting to see what kind of changes Jeff and his coaching staff makes after the very successful stint that Rick Wood had here as the head coach.
I'm thinking the last time we played Campbellsville was one of the poorest efforts I've ever seen by a Scotty football.
I remember that well. Several years ago in Campbellsville.
Right.
It was not a good night.
They were not a very good ball club, and our effort was just terrible.
Here's Tristan Franklin, the hitter for the Marlins.
They scored a touchdown just about any way you could score one, on the interception, the kickoff return, the punt return, the fumble return.
Franklin with a hopper to the left side. Tough hop. It's going to be fielded by the shortstop, Poland. He goes to third base to Harlow, who applies the tag. Heads-up play that time by Poland as third baseman Harlow tried to get it off a tough hop, and then Poland was backing him up. He flipped it over to Harlow, who got back to the bag in time to tag.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
For the Red Sox, we go to the top half of the third inning. It'll be Jackson Poland, Cade Bishop, and Tyler Lane to lead us off. It's a 4-1 lead for the Marlins here in the 12 and under division. Tournament championship game, the Glasgow Athletic Program. Teddy Pointer with his first pitch of the inning in there for a called strike. Poland made a nice play on a ground ball back in the top half of this inning to end, back in the bottom half of the second inning, just a half inning ago, to end the at-bat for the Marlins. Pitch is low, 1-1. Fastball is low from Pointer.
Jackson lost his first at-bat and then got thrown out trying to steal.
This pitch misses outside, and it's 3-1 to Jackson Poland. Red Sox trying to get their leadoff hitter on here in the third. And the pitch is low. Poland gets the leadoff walk.
His second of the ball game.
Now the second baseman, Cade Bishop.
Bishop struck out looking on a 1-2 count. And that's when the 2-3 put out. Well, when the 2-3, it was a 2-4, 2-6.
Pointer with a fastball to tie. And time called. We'll get another visit to the mound by Marlins head coach Poppy Franklin. Let's thank our sponsors here on WCLU for the Glasgow Athletic Program Little League Championship games that we've been able to bring you over the last 10 days. They are Van Home Care, Automotive Parts and Shop, Parish Carpets, McDonald's, T.J. Sampson Community Hospital, Glasgow Coin and Jewelry, and Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Joe Myers. Thank you to those folks for helping us to bring you a broadcast of these Little League games. Always an enjoyable thing for us here at WCLU. Been doing it for years and years. I've been doing these for 15 years, and they did them a long time before I joined in with the group.
Yeah, when Henry came back, he brought Jim Moody with him. That's something that got started.
25, 30 years, I guess. 25 years at least. Strike there to Bishop. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. We've seen a lot of kids go through these championship games. And the fastball here is high. And the wild pitch is actually going to move Poland on to second base.
That's really the only poor thing that the Marlins have done. That's their 7th wild pitch of the game. It hadn't hurt them. It cost them a run in the second, but it really hadn't cost them a lot yet.
Pitch here misses outside. 2-2. I just realized I made a mistake telling you who the Marlins catcher is. Braden Short is actually behind the plate. And Reese Harper is down at third base. So my apologies for that. Fastball fouled off here. Count stays at 3-2 to Cade Bishop. Corner with a payoff pitch, and it misses low. So Bishop draws the walk. Back-to-back walks for the Red Sox to begin this third inning. And we'll go to the heart of their order with the number 3 man in the order, that's pitcher Tyler Lane. So a big opportunity for the Red Sox to get back in this ball game. They trail 4-1 here in the third. Fastball is outside, and Short has trouble handling it, so both runners will move up. Also outside, 2-0.
Hayes giving up 2 walks after he came in to face his first batter. Brandon struck him out.
Ground ball to the left side. It's going to get into left field.
Through the wicket.
2 runs are going to come in to score, and it's a 4-3 ball game. Poland and Bishop both coming in. That'll bring up the first baseman, Jamison Bowie.
Joe, that's our first error of this ball game. But it was a big one that they gave up 2 runs. Oops.
Pitch misses high and in, and a wild pitch that'll move Lane on to second base.
I think Tay's biggest problem right now is he's trying to overthrow. I think he's trying to throw it so hard to throw it by people, and he's gotten himself a little wild after getting that first strikeout.
Foul ball off the bat of Bowie out of play. We've seen pitchers for both clubs struggle here with their control in the first 2.5 innings. Swing and a miss by Bowie, 1-2.
Jamison walked his first at bat, had a stolen base, was stranded on second on the strikeout.
Fastball swung on a miss by Bowie. He goes down on strikes for the first out. Now the catcher, Lucas Goodson.
Struck out his first at bat. In that 5 position, so must be a pretty decent hitter if he's batting in that 5 position.
First pitch misses outside.
Of course, this is the first time we've seen these players this year anyway. So.
Corner with the 1-0. It's high, 2-0. And Short, the catcher, I don't think he realized he didn't have that ball in his glove. It dribbled away from him, and Lane takes third base. Corner sets. Swing and a miss. Goodson looking at a 2-ball, 1-strike count now. Been watching any of the NBA finals?
I've watched some. I'm not big on NBA. To me, NBA has ruined basketball. It's too dang physical.
Here's the 2-1. Slow, 3-1.
And it's trickled down to the college. I fuss about the college and, well, in the high school game getting so physical. And basketball wasn't meant to be played that way. But you never know how they're going to call a foul in the NBA. You can kill somebody and get away with one the next time it's a foul.
Fastball here is high. That'll be a walk for Goodson. Put runners at first and third. And that brings up the center fielder, Nick Kearney.
Third walk of this inning.
I think it depends on how big of a star you are in the NBA as to whether or not you're going to get a foul called on you a lot of times.
Well, and I noticed I don't know whether it was last night or the game before I was watching, and
first pitch of the at-bat is fouled off by Kearney.
Had a double his last at-bat, but the announcers, the commentators made they said, they felt sometimes LeBron James didn't call the foul because he's so strong and big. It's that they hit him and it doesn't knock him off balance, but that, like Steph Curry, he can get hit and knocked to the floor and they're going to call it a foul, and it could be, the same hit.
Swing and a miss by Kearney. As Goodson takes off for second base, he'll have it without a throw. 0-2 to Nick Kearney. And a swing and a miss by Nick. He goes down on strikes for the second out. Brings up third baseman Ethan Harlow. Well, I know a lot of people don't like LeBron James, but I'm going to tell you what he is doing right now is amazing to me because
he's carrying them by himself.
That team is trash. I mean, they are not a good NBA team. There's a swing and a miss by Harlow, but it gets away all the way to the backstop, and that's going to get Lane in from third base.
I was looking down. Pass
the game at 4.
Oh, wow.
Pass ball.
Second one, as you said, ties it up.
The Cavaliers, without Kyrie Irving and without Kevin Love, are not very good, and somehow LeBron James has willed that team to 2 wins in the NBA Finals. Again, I know a lot of people don't like him, but I think you have to recognize what he's doing right now. It's absolutely amazing.
Steph Curry can hit some amazing shots, and he was, like you say, the MVP. But and he probably was because what he provided for his team. But LeBron James right now is the best basketball player in basketball.
Last pitch to Harlow was low. Now the 2-1. 3-1.
So we've had 3 runs scored and we've yet to have a hit.
Pitch in there for a strike. Count goes full. Payoff pitch on the way. And it's high. And the runner from third is going to try to score, and he will, as pitch was so high, short could not handle it behind the plate. And so now the Red Sox take a 5-4 lead. As Harlow draws the walk, he goes down to first base. That brings up the left fielder, Wade Walker. First lead of the game for the Red Sox, isn't it, Bruce?
Yes, it is.
Thought so. And the pitch is low. 1-0 to Walker.
And the walks have been their demise. That's 9 walks, and they've had 10 wild pitches.
Fastball misses outside. It's 2-0.
And they've only given up 1 hit, and that was a leadoff double in second inning.
This one catches the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike to Walker.
And we've had 2 pass balls this inning, so it's
fastball grounded to the right side. The second baseman Adwell has it. He'll go to first base for the out. So that will finally end the top half of the third for the Red Sox for the Marlins. And the Marlins will have their 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up. It'll be Reese Harper, Bryson Adwell, and Braden Short. Back out there for the Red Sox. Here's a high chopper to the shortstop, and a nice play that time by Jackson Poland. That ball took a huge hop right out in front of the plate. Poland fielded it on that one big hop and made a nice throw to first base where James Bowie was covering for the first out.
Yeah, I was sharpening my pencil lead and was looking down, and when I raised back up when I heard the ball hit, I thought it was a little pop-up. It was so high.
Ground's awfully hard, obviously. Here's Bryson Adwell. First pitch to him misses for ball 1. Earlier tonight, we saw the Mets defeat the Blue Jays 5-3 in the 10 and under division championship game. Swing and a miss by Adwell here, 1-1.
57 pitches for Lane right now, so he still has, about 25, 30, not quite 30, 28.
Pitch here outside, 2-1. Lane comes set. And the pitch. Right down the middle there. 2-2.
Well, you was talking about with football and with things being changed up with T.J. Sampson dropping, and we're not having the T.J. Sampson Bowl anymore. This would be the first time we hadn't opened up with a bowl in a while.
Well, let's check what we're saying there, because I know T.J. Sampson's not sponsoring, but I think maybe technically that first one is going to be a bowl game. I don't know. I'd have to check on that.
I know we're going to Campbellsville the next week to play in one, though, right?
Right. Pitch here is outside to Adwell, and so he'll draw the walk.
And that is it at Campbellsville University?
It is, yes. We'll play Western Hills out of the Frankfort area. I think it's the first time we've ever played Western Hills in football, and maybe in any sport. I don't ever remember playing them in the 15 years I've been doing this game.
They're a 3 or 4A school.
Breaking ball from Lane, misses outside. Good job by the catcher Goodson to just catch that ball. That was way outside. Now 1-0. Swung on and missed by Braden Short.
Yeah, Western Hills is a Franklin County public school. Of course, the largest school there is Franklin County, and then they have Western Hills, and then they've got Frankfort High School, a single-A program.
This pitch catches the outside corner, 1-2. A couple other teams on the schedule we haven't played. One we've never played, I don't think, in Greenwood, and then one in Warren East that we haven't played in a long, long time. Now the 1-2. Another pitch way outside, but Goodson able to hang on to it.
Yeah, we used to play Warren East, on a regular basis several years ago, and that, fell apart. And, of course, this is the first time we played Greenwood, to my knowledge.
Yeah, I don't believe we've ever played them. Swing and a miss by Short. That's strike 2 or 3. I thought that was 3, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. Okay, Short didn't realize it, but it is strike 3, so the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Drew Richardson. Lane comes to the fastball, low and away. And this fastball up and away, and Goodson could not get to that one. And that will move the runner to second base. It's Adwell heading there.
I've got my scorebook mixed up. I'm having to catch it up. I started off in the wrong position. But that is Adwell who reached second on the
2-0. It's inside as Richardson has to jump out of the way of it. 3-0. here as this one misses low and inside. So runners at first and second for the Marlins with 2 down. Comes the center fielder, Tony Hammonds.
Hammond singled to lead off the second inning. Later scored.
And we'll get a timeout called by Red Sox coach Jeff Poland.
That's 71 pitches, what I've got. So he's probably getting close to the end of his night on the mound. Well,
another change to the Glasgow schedule, or football schedule. Monroe County they've been on the schedule, but they have not been a district team. And now with Monroe County coming back to Class 2A, they will be in Glasgow's district along with Greene County and Metcalfe County. Clinton County would still be a part of the district if they were competing for a district title, but again, this year they're sitting that out. They will not be part of the
talk to us, that they were going to, they had some back-to-back, some good numbers in their classes and some good teams that they were thought when we reclassified that they were going to get back in, but
I think maybe once you make the decision not to do that, you have to sit out for so many years, I believe.
This was a reclassification year. I didn't know whether or not, they could, choose to come back. But
so the hitter here is Tony Hammonds. Shows bunt, but pulls back and takes the ball.
But as you say, I just soon play in a 14 district.
Fastball here catches the inside corner. Certainly makes the district much tougher. Monroe County, most folks around here know if you keep up with high school football, John Pettit's done a great job with that program over there. They are a contender year in and year out.
But he resigned, so he's not there now. Correct?
I think that's right, yes.
Murphy took over. Is that correct? That's the story I'm pretty sure that's correct, because my understanding was that John Pettit interviewed for was offered the Marion County job. I'm not sure about that. But
I don't know.
You hear a lot of rumors.
I don't know. We don't know if that's true at all.
But I'm thinking.
Yeah, who knows? And a ground ball back to Lane. It pitcher's mound, and he'll go to first base for the third out of the inning. And that'll do it for the Marlins here in the third.
No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left. We've now completed 3. It's the Red Sox 5, the Marlins 4. We'll be right back for the Glasgow Athletic Program 12 and under tournament after this timeout on WCAU Sports.
In Glasgow, where the Red Sox lead the Marlins by a score of 5-4 as we start the 4th inning here in the 12 and under division. Tournament championship game for the Glasgow Athletic Program. Leading things off for the Red Sox, it is Jamison Bowie, right, Bruce? Is that right? Am I looking at the wrong number?
Oh, we're the Red Sox. I'm on the wrong page, I guess. No, I'm on the right page. This is number 9, Trey Brown.
Okay, Trey Brown. I thought it was number 8. That's number 9, actually, on the back of his jersey. So Trey Brown, Tristan Bradley, and Jackson Poland are the first 3 due up. Fastball in there for a strike. It's 2-1.
For Monroe County, we talked about the sales being a half a student.
Pitch here is low.
For being AAA, Monroe just did get moved back in. They had one small class in there that got them back down into AA. They were having some success in AAA also. I mean, they're a good football program.
Fastball in there for a strike.
Whoever's coaching them now, but
I'm pretty sure Pettit is still there. I don't think he resigned, though. Well, and we are getting a little interaction between our home plate umpire and one of the fans here. And I think somebody's just been thrown out of the ballpark. We'll wait for that situation to clear up here. of Tristan Bradley.
Well, it's sad that it's happened. You have people complaining, and, we do baseball games all year long. People in the crowd, the high school games fuss and complain, and I know it gets old, but, I refereed football for a long time. That's the reason I like football, because you're out on the football field and you're so far away. Unless unless it's a coach, and then you don't have to take it off of a coach. Fans, I just don't pay attention to, in football. But I did that for 25 years. And they used to call me and want me to do basketball. I said, "You crazy?" I said, "I'm not going to take that abuse."
Tristan Bradley, the hitter for the Red Sox. Pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. And this pitch is high. 1 ball, 1 strike to Tristan.
If a fan would like to, they could go to their car and turn on their air conditioner and listen to us. We can tell them what's going on.
Might be a blessing in disguise to get out of the humidity.
Exactly.
Another 1-1. Pitch is low, 2 balls in the strike.
Bradley struck out on a 3-2 count. It's first at bat.
And a swing and a miss. 2-2 now to Tristan. Red Sox lead this thing 5-4 on the top of the 4th inning.
But I know the opposing district now that the sales is in, there's only 4 teams in it. Bardstown has been moved up to AAA. And
swing and a miss, but the throw is in, pitches in the dirt, and the catcher short going to have to try to throw down. Well, wait a minute. Now we're going to get a foul ball.
Foul tip.
Our umpire out on the base pass said that it was a foul tip, so Bradley will go back to the plate.
And one thing I like, too, is being back to a 4-team district.
Strike 3 called on the outside corner. 2 away. Now back to the top of the order for the Red Sox is Jackson Poland.
Trinity and St. X year after year, and one of the problems we have in 2A are the private schools that we have in 2A. All the private schools either seem to be in 2A or 6A.
Yeah. That's a problem for us, no question. Pitch on the way here to Bishop, misses high, and it's 3-0.
Fort Campbell and Fort Knox were a nemesis for us a while, and Fort Knox is in single A now, and Campbell's moved to 3A, but their football programs aren't near as good as what they were.
Fastball from Pointer in there for a called strike, 3-1. Fastball in there for a strike, 3-2. Bishop thought he had drawn a walk. He was headed down to first base.
I guess our fan that left might have disagreed with that call. I don't know.
Here's the 3-2 and a swing and a miss. As Bishop goes down on strikes for the third hitter of the inning for the Marlins is Matt Capps. He'll be followed by Zachary Miles and Tay Porter, the 9, 10, and 1 hitters in the batting order. Swing and a miss here, and it's 0-2 to Capps. 5-4 lead for the Red Sox over the Marlins here in the 12 and under championship game, Glasgow Athletic Program at Beaver Trail Park.
Good pitcher on the mound, Joe.
To the ground ball to the right side. It'll be fielded by Cade Bishop at second base. He'll go to first for the out there. Is that Bowie?
That's correct. Jamison Bowie.
So 1 away for the Marlins. And that brings up Zachary Miles. First pitch to him is low. Did Lane go to first base? Is that what happened? Did they just switch? Do you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Marlins in there for a call strike, 1-1. Fastball here is low in dirt. Two balls and a strike to Zachary Miles. Bowie winds and delivers. Ground ball knocked down by Bowie, and it's going to result in Miles reaching first base safely. Bowie does not realize this in the moment he's trying to make a play, but if he lets that ball go, it's probably going to be an easy play for the shortstop Jackson Poland. Bowie got a glove on it, and that slowed it down enough that Poland could not get there in time to make the play. So an infield single for Zachary Miles brings up pitcher Tay Porter for the Marlins.
2 for 2, a triple and a double, and that's a big hit for the Marlins out of that 10 spot.
Yes, it is. And the pitch here from Bowie misses high.
So Tyler Lane pitched 3 innings. Well, we'll go in a minute.
Now the 1-0. 2-0. Bowie winds and fires the 2-0 pitch. It's 3-0 as that one misses inside.
Tyler Lane pitched 3 innings, faced 18 batters, struck out 5, walked 4, gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned, 2 wild pitches, and a hit batter.
3-0 pitch is low, and Porter walks on 4 straight. So runners at first and second, 1 away. Here comes the shortstop, number 2 man in the order, Ashton Serwinski.
1 for 2, struck out looking in the first, had a double, RBI double in the second.
Serwinski with a ground ball to the third baseman, Harlow. He fields it, steps on the bag at third to get the lead runner for the second out of the inning. The Marlins will send up the first baseman, Tristan Franklin.
Been hit by a pitch and hit into a fielder's choice.
Franklin tomahawks one down the third base line. It's fielded by Harlow right at the bag. He steps on the third base bag, and that'll do it. The Marlins had runners at first and second with just 1 away, and the Red Sox do a great job defensively to get out of it.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
First pitch to Lane is in the dirt, 1-0.
They've only committed 1 error, and it didn't hurt them. I mean, that was in the last inning, and
fastball in there for a strike. Here's the 1-1. Lane with a chopper to the left side, fielded by the third baseman Harper, and his throw not in time. Lane able to beat it out.
his first hit, just the second hit for the Red Sox. Of course, Tyler bats in that left-hand side, and he was able to get down the lane with his quickness to beat the throw. It, as you said, you know, the ground's sort of hard. It took sort of a high hop, and he had to wait for it.
Good hustle down the line there by Tyler Lane. Brings up the cleanup hitter, Jamison Bowie. He goes after the first pitch and fouls it straight back.
0 for 1. Walked in the first, struck out in the third.
The 0-1. Fastball is high, and short can't handle it behind the plate. So that gets Lane to second base on another wild pitch.
11. Not on Pointer, but as the team. That's his 7th.
1-1. Swung on and missed by Bowie, 1-2. And Bowie swings and misses at that offering as well, so he goes down on strikes for the first out of the inning.
7th strikeout for Pointer.
Now the Red Sox catcher, Lucas Goodson. Lucas able to check his swing as first pitch to him is a ball.
0 for 1, struck out in the first, walked and scored in the 3rd.
Corner with a 1-0, misses the low one away, 2-0. And fastball, again, way too high for Short to handle. That's going to get Lane over to third base. That's a big, wild pitch right there because that puts Lane at third base with less than 2 outs. So, fly ball by Goodson could get him in. Obviously, a base hit will as well.
It's either been they've had the one hit against Pointer, and the defense has only had to make one put out.
And this pitch is outside, so Goodson will draw the walk. Now the center fielder, Nick Kearney, comes to the plate.
He has one of their 2 hits. He led off the second with a double and then struck out in the 3rd.
Kearney swings and misses for strike 1, and Goodson will swipe second base without a throw.
His second stolen base of the afternoon and evening.
And another wild pitch is high. Short tries to go get it, but the tag at home plate is late. Lane comes in to score to make it 6-4 Red Sox. Goodson winds up at third.
I don't believe they have an earned run. I mean, all the runs have been scored on wild pitches.
An 0-2 count to Nick Kearney. And he fights that pitch off, fouls it off out of play to stay alive. Fastball is high, 1-2. Another high fastball, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Tate Pointer has 7 strikeouts. He has 5 walks and 9 wild pitches, and he's given up 1 hit.
Two and 2 to Kearney. And swings through the pitch, but it gets away from Short. That's going to bring in another run, and Kearney's going to wind up at first base. Pointer gets credit for the strikeout, but the out not recorded. 7-4 Red Sox. Now the third baseman, Ethan Harlow, steps in.
He has struck out and walked.
Pitch is low. 1-0. This one in there for a call strike. on the way from Pointer. Also in there for a strike right at the knees over the heart of the plate, 1-2. Now the pitch, swung on and missed. Harlow's down on strikes for the second out of the inning. Brings up the right fielder, Drew Richardson.
Ain't good. Ain't good.
So Pointer down to his final 3 pitches here. But he can finish the current batter. And another wild pitch that's going to move the runner up to second base. Again, if you're unfamiliar with the rules like I am, I was told this tonight in Little League. In this age group, you're limited to 85 pitches in any one game. And that was the 84th pitch that Pointer has just thrown. But again, once you've started a batter, you can finish pitching to that batter. So this is certainly going to be the last batter that Pointer faces, because here comes his 85th pitch right now, and it's outside. It's 3-0. Richardson back into the box, waiting on the 3-0 pitch, and it's in the dirt. So Richardson will walk. Runner moves over to third base.
No, that was Wade Walker, wasn't it?
Yes, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong number 10. I apologize. My mistake.
I started to say, I was looking down.
First pitch of the day for Sherwinski, in there for a strike. And now we got the runner hung up between home and third in a rundown. And they're going to tag him out. Nick Kearney tagged out. Got too far off the bag there at third base. And that's the third out of the inning for the Red Sox.
Joe, they picked up. Harper is 0 for 2, hit into a fielder's choice and scored in the first and grounded to short.
Pitch from Jamison Bowie in there for a strike.
Bowie's given up 1 walk, but he's been able to, no, he did give up a hit, but he's been able to get a lot of ground balls.
It's a fly ball very well hit to left center field, and it's out of here. Solo home run for Reese Harper. Will pull the Marlins back to within 2. It's 7-5.
They've had 6 hits, and 4 of them have been extra base hits.
Harper smashed that ball. You could tell as soon as it left the bat, it was getting out of the park.
His second RBI of the night. That's what we were talking about when we were off air. They've had 4 of their 5 runs have been earned, I believe. I'm not sure, but yeah. And the Red Sox do not have an earned run.
Here's Bryson Adwell for the Marlins. He hits one back up the middle. That'll get into center field for a base hit. So the Marlins come out firing here in the 5th. Now Braden Short will be your hitter.
Short has walked and struck out.
Pitch here is in there for a call strike.
Bowie has thrown strikes when he's been out there. He was getting ground balls, but the last 2 balls have been pretty well hit.
And a swing and a miss. The throw down to second base is not in time. It'll be a stolen base for Bryson Adwell.
Yeah, Poland came over and swipe tagged at him. The ball was a little bit short, and he was in front of the bag, made a swipe tag, and missed him.
Now the 0-1. Looked like a breaking ball from Bowie, which is fouled off out of play.
I thought the last pitch he threw before that had a little wrinkle in it. Is it just
The 0-2 is short. Is a fastball low and away. Goodson able to get out there and make the stop. Keep the runners put at second base. Bowie winds and fires. This one's low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The ground ball to the right side is just foul. Heck of a play by the first baseman Tyler Lane to get in front of that ball, but it was just foul. Two pitch. Swung on and missed by short. He becomes the first out of the inning. Now the right fielder, Drew Richardson.
Richardson has struck out and walked.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. Pitch there is in there for strike 2, 0-2. Bowie kicks and fires. And this one misses upstairs. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. As Richardson goes down on strikes for the second out. Now the number 8 hitter, Tony Hammonds, will step in.
Single.
Goes bunt and lays it down a beauty. The pitcher, Bowie, off the mound, gets the throw to first, but it gets away. And that's going to get Braden Adwell to come in and score. Hammonds laid down a very nice bunt and forced Bowie to make a perfect throw, and he did not. So the inning stays alive for the Marlins, excuse me. And Marlins, as Matt Camp steps into the box. First pitch to Camps is high and tight.
Joe Capps is 0 for 2. He struck out looking, and he has grounded to second base.
Swing and a miss here. Even the count up at 1 ball, 1 strike. This pitch is low from Bowie. Swing and a miss here. 1-2.
It's almost 9:30. I hope I don't get locked out of the house tonight.
Yeah, I was not expecting to be here this late, really. Swing and a miss, and Camps goes down on strikes for the 3rd out of the inning. So we'll go to the 6th when we come back.
Boy, he struck out the side.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
6. And the first 3 hitters due up will be Trey Brown, Tristan Bradley, and Jackson Poland for the Red Sox.
Trey Brown's 0 for 1. Walton struck out.
Pitch from Serwinski, misses high, and it's 2-0. Serwinski kicks and fires. That pitch on the inside half, 2-1. Pitch in there again on the inside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Brown. Swing and a miss as Brown was late on that one. 1 away. Here's the extra hitter, Tristan Bradley.
Struck out twice.
Serwinski sets and delivers. Fastball up and in. Now the 1-0. In there for a strike. So the fastball here catches the inside corner, 1-2.
The Marlins pitching is combined for 13 strikeouts, but they're giving up 11 walks.
And it's been feast or famine for them tonight, it seems like. This pitch misses inside, 2-2.
And 15 wild pitches.
That's as much of a killer as anything.
It has been. Only 2 hits. I don't have an earned run. Of course, I've got so much scribbling. I'm not sure, but I don't believe I have.
2-2 pitch on the way. Misses way outside. It's 3-2. Leadoff hitter Jackson Poland waiting on deck. So you know the Red Sox would love to have a runner on when Poland comes up. Full count. Payoff pitch on the way. Misses outside, so Bradley draws the walk. And that will bring Poland to the plate. First, we're going to get a bit of a conversation here between the catcher Bryson Adwell and the pitcher Ashton Serwinski. It was brief.
I believe we got to watch Bryce and his younger brother play last week. River, he had a home run in that ball game.
Pitch here is low. 1-0. Serwinski fires away, and Poland has to get out of the way of that one. It was high and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Jackson's been on base every time. He's walked, reached on an error, scored 1 run.
And a timeout called here by Marlins coach Poppy Franklin.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Franklin wants to try to keep it within.
Serwinski blinds and delivers. Pitch in the dirt. And Bradley, going to take off for second base on another wild pitch.
6.
Here's the 3-0. And slow. Back-to-back walks here issued by Serwinski. That brings up Cade Bishop with runners at first and second, 1 away.
Yeah, he got the leadoff strikeout, and now he's walked back-to-back, and the Red Sox are at the heart of their order at 2, 3, and 4 now with 1 down.
Pitch in the dirt, and again, both runners are going to move up. So base hit here for Bishop would be huge. Would probably score 2 runs to give the Red Sox a little bit of breathing room. Right now they have a 1-run lead.
Well, he struck out twice and walked once. So.
And the ball hit just foul down the first base side.
The upper bracket was playing in the World Series tonight, wasn't it? Florida and yes, they were playing TCU, and then Miami in the losers bracket was probably going to play Arkansas.
I'll take your word for it. I can't remember. Swing and a miss by Bishop, 1 and 2.
They'll be done before we will, so. The way it looks, this is raining. It benefits Vanderbilt.
And Serwinski steps off the rubber. Smart move by the young man there. Didn't feel comfortable with something, so rather than throwing a pitch he didn't want to, he stepped off the rubber and he'll reset. Now the 1-2. Low and away, and a good stop that time by the catcher Adwell to avoid another wild pitch that would have scored a run probably.
Yeah, you talk about limiting pitch count on pitchers, you know, because of their age and stuff. You've got the same situation, though, with these catchers. You know, as hot as it is tonight, it's got to be tough on them, and they throw the ball back. You know,
no question, yep. Fastball here is high. Another good play by Adwell to go up there and get it.
I think what's hurt this game, though, is pitch count, because we had to throw so many pitchers, and they've thrown so many pitches that you're getting way down in your staff. And
a swing and a miss for Bishop for strike 3.
as you said, it's been feast or famine. It's either a walk or a strikeout.
So Tyler Lane will come to the plate with 2 away, trying to pad the lead for his Red Sox. The runners at second and third base.
Tyler does have one of the hits.
And a swing and a miss by Serwinski by Bowie went after a bad pitch.
Yes, he had him chasing the bad one on that one.
One and one, Serwinski comes set. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Bowie could not make contact with the inside fastball. It's 1 and 2.
Well, if they can get a strike after loading the bases with walks, they're going to get out of it with no score.
And this pitch is high.
I know that's what Coach Franklin was hoping for, not to give up any more runs to go into the bottom of the 6th trailing by 1.
Here's the 2-2. It's also high. Count goes full.
Well, as you said, the runners will have a head start. Of course, they can't start until it crosses the plate, so it
don't get
but a base hit could.
Much of a head start here as you do at high school, college, pro. A swing and a miss, so a big strikeout there for Ashton Serwinski, as he will strand 3 runners on the base paths for the Red Sox, but Bowie's first pitch, swung on a miss by Miles, strike 1. This pitch in the dirt. Now the 1-1. Swung on a miss. 1 and 2. Bowie winds and delivers the ground ball right at the shortstop Poland. His throw to first is in time. There's 1 away. Back to the top of the order for the Marlins. It's Teddy Pointer.
Pointer 2 for 2. Triple. You don't want to put that chest-high fastball up there and let them park it.
And the first pitch is low and in the dirt. Moody with the 1-0. Also low, 2-0.
And they're being really careful with Pointer. But you got Serwinski on deck, who has a double.
That's one low, one away, so 3 balls and no strikes as the Red Sox are 1 ball away from putting the tying run on base. Set up way outside. They wanted nothing to do with Pointer right there, I don't think. They were willing to put that tying run on base. Here comes Ashton Serwinski, the pitcher for the Marlins.
I guess you heard the coach there. If he goes, get him. He's talking about if Pointer tries to steal.
And the first pitch is low to Serwinski.
Now, what you got to be careful about is, of course, Serwinski is 1 for 2. He struck out looking, doubled, and hit into a fielder's choice.
Here's a ground ball to third baseman Harlow. He'll get the out. No, the throw is low, and everybody's going to be safe.
I thought it was a line shot. I didn't see it off the bat.
Harlow tried to go to second, but his throw was in the dirt. Bishop was covering there at the bag, but could not come up with it cleanly. And so now the winning run is on base at first with Tristan Franklin at the plate. Hard to order here for the Marlins. Franklin, the number 3 hitter.
He's been hit by a pitch and hit into 2 fielders' choices.
He swings and misses at the first pitch.
And you've got Mr. Harper on deck, who had a home run his last at bat. And there was no doubt about it.
Nope.
It was to left center.
Here's the 0-1. Way outside. Good job by Goodson to get out there and make that catch.
We was behind this fence, and I thought, Pointer was off, and I thought that Harlow caught that on the line shot, and I thought, well, they've got a double play.
Here's a hopper to the shortstop, Poland. He'll go to third base, and they do get the lead runner there. Harlow did a nice job to go down and make that catch. Poland's throw was a little bit low. So now 2 away. For Reese Harper, who, as Bruce told you earlier in this game, had a solo home run over the left center field bench.
He took the second pitch that Bowie served up and, as I say, parked it.
Marlins down to their final out here, but my guess is they just as soon have Harper at the plate as anybody.
I believe they'll be very careful. Let's see, Admiral is on deck. He is walked twice and singled. Singled his last at bat. They had those back-to-back hits and scored the 2 runs to get back in this one in the 5th. So they've battled back.
Harper bounced the first pitch off. I wouldn't be too careful because I don't think I'd want the bases loaded.
No. Yeah, base hit, Adams' last one was a base hit back up the middle, and that beats you 2 runs.
Yeah, well, and also you get a man at third base, a wild pitch beats you. A lot of things can beat you that way. Ball hit back up the middle, and that is going to get all the way into the gap, all the way to the fence. 1 run is going to come in to score. They're going to try to score Franklin. If he scores, the game is over. The throw home is in time, and they got it.
It's tied.
And we are going to extra innings. The game tied at 7. A great play that time. I think it was Kearney, the center fielder, that got to it, made a nice throw back onto the infield, and then a perfect throw home. The tag applied by league provide for basically a speed up in extra innings, as the team batting will automatically start with a runner at second base.
The last batter in the inning.
Who made the last out in the 6th will start out at second base with nobody out. Again, just an effort to try to speed things up at this level. Goodson found the first pitch off, so it's 0-1 to him. here by Goodson, 0-2.
Lucas is 0 for 1. He scored 2 runs because he struck out his first at bat and walked his last 2 at bats.
Serwinski had come set and then stepped off the rubber. Now he's ready to deliver the 0-2. Swing and miss. Goodson down on strikes, 1 away. Down the center fielder, Nick Kearney.
Nick doubled in the second and scored, struck out his last 2 at bats, but got the first on a drop third strike.
Nick tried to lay down a bunt, couldn't make contact, 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And the pitch from Serwinski is going to be hit back to Serwinski. He'll go to first base to get the out.
Double play?
Louis going to try to take third, and it's a bad throw. He will come in to score. And that makes it 8-7 in favor of the Red Sox. Bases are empty. With 2 away.
Still no earned runs.
And here comes the third baseman, Ethan Harlow.
Harlow is 0 for 2.
Serwinski's first pitch to him is outside. On the 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Another swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch hit back to Serwinski. He fields it. He'll go to first base for the third out. So the Marlins will need 1 run to tie, 2 runs to win when we come back for the bottom half of the 7th inning.
Joe, the Red Sox picked up 1 run.
Back for the bottom of the 7th inning here at Beaver Trail Park, and it is a 8-7 lead for the Red Sox. And Bryson Adwell, Braden Short, Drew Richardson, the first 3 due up for the Marlins.
Howell 1 for 1, scored a run. He's gone 2 walks, singled in the 5th and scored.
Zachary Miles is the Marlins that starts out at second base because of the speed-up rule here in extra innings. Swing and a miss for Adwell. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I thought it was the last batter, Harper.
Can't tell you why, but it is. It's Miles that's out there.
Oh, coach's choice. I think.
And a foul ball.
Well, you think you put your fastest player out there, but
One ball, 2 strikes. Is that what it is, Scott, coach's choice? Coach's choice is who they put out there? Last batted out.
Oh.
Two and two.
I don't know. No, it don't matter. I mean, I can't put the run down here. He could come up and bat. So it don't matter.
And a foul tip back into the glove of Lucas Goodson for the first out. That brings up Braden Short.
Short is 0 for 2. Walked and struck out twice.
Ball hit back up the middle. Poland goes to the ground to get it. Goes to first base for the second out. Jackson Poland pretty smooth out there at shortstop.
Yes, he is. Nifty glove and got a good arm. That'll bring up Drew Richardson. Struck out twice and walked.
Miles moved over to third base, so the tying run is 60 feet away. And Richardson watches the first pitch go by for a strike.
And the only thing you don't want here is a wild pitch. If you're the Red Sox, of course, the Marlins, you want to score any way you can to keep alive. Yeah. Try to keep anything alive.
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Marlins down to their final strike. And Richardson stays alive, fouls the pitch back. So we'll get another 0-2 from Jameson Bowie. Popped up on the infield. It will be caught by the second baseman, Cade Bishop, and that'll do it. The Red Sox capture the 12 and under championship here in the Glasgow Athletic Program with an 8-7 victory over the Marlins. Red Sox finished the year 9-5. Marlins 9-4 for the Marlins. We'll come back in just a moment, take a look at the final stats, but first we will go down on the field and talk with all the players and coaches in this one. Red Sox win at 8-7 over the Marlins in the 12 and under tournament championship game. We're back after this on WCOD Sports.
Parish Carpets in Glasgow is having a crazy sale, so they asked me to make a crazy commercial to match the sale. So I decided...
Back here at Beaver Trail Ballpark, where the 12 and under championship has been decided. The Red Sox defeat the Marlins by a final score of 8-7 in extra innings. And I want to talk to the players and coaches here, and we are joined first by the Marlins head coach, Poppy Franklin. And Poppy, what a game here today. Your kids gave everything they had.
Yeah, they did. Well, you know, for a 12 and under ball game to play like this, and for both teams to come out here and compete the way they did, you know, my hat's off to Poland, and we battled back, and you know, had a chance to win it right there at the end. But you know, I can't be more proud of my team. You know, they've done everything I've asked them to do the whole year. You know, we finished the regular season 9-3, first place, and youngest team in the league. And we had 9 11-year-olds and 1 10-year-old, and everybody's back next year to play 12 and under baseball. So, hey, it was a good year all around.
What did you enjoy most about coaching these kids?
Well, I just like being around them. You know, I just like coming to the ballpark, practicing with them, and you know, seeing the smiles and the frowns and the tears. You know, I just like doing it. And you know, these kids, you know, they were a good group. Parents was a good group. And, you know, that's what makes it fun doing it.
All right, let's talk to you kids, Bobby. All right, guys, come up here one at a time. We've got a camera up here on the first base dugout, so let's look over that way. All right, tell everybody your name and how old you are.
My name's Reese Harper, and I'm 11.
Reese, what school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
North Jackson, I'm going to be in 6th grade.
You got a favorite baseball player?
Yes, Bryce Harper.
All right, good job. Tell everybody your name and how old you are.
My name is Matt Capps, I'm 12 years old.
Matt, what school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
I go to Glasgow Middle School, and I'll be in 7th grade next year.
Who's your favorite player?
Mike Trout.
Okay, good job. Tell everybody your name and your age.
Brandon Short is my name, and I'm 11.
What school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
Glasgow Christian Academy. I'm going to be in 6th grade.
Got a favorite player?
Derek Hughes.
Okay, good job. What's your name and how old are you?
Tate Pointer, I'm 12 years old.
Hey, what school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
I'm homeschooled, and I'm going to be in 6th grade.
What, do you have a favorite baseball player?
Mike Trout.
Okay, good job. What's your name and your age?
I'm Bryson Will, and my age is 11.
All right, Bryson, what school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
I'm at Cass County, and I'll be in 6th.
Who's your favorite baseball player?
Derek Jeter.
Okay, good job. What's your name and how old are you?
Tony Hammond, and I'm 11.
What school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
Glasgow Middle School, 6th.
You got a favorite baseball player?
Mike Trout.
Okay, good job. What's your name and how old are you?
My name is Drew Richardson, and I'm 11 years old.
Drew, what school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
Glasgow Middle School, and I'll be in 7th grade next year.
Who's your favorite player?
Al Cool.
All right, good job. What's your name and how old are you?
My name is Ashton, and I'm 11 years old.
What's your last name, Ashton?
Shawinski.
All right, what school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
I go to North Jackson Elementary, and I'm going into 6th grade.
What do you like, who do you like most as a baseball player?
Mike Trout.
All right, good job. Tell everybody your name and your age.
Tristan Franklin, 10 years old.
Tristan, what school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
Howard Elementary, I'm in 5th grade.
You got a favorite player?
David Ortiz.
All right, good job. What's your name and how old are you?
Zachary Miles, and I'm 11.
Zachary, what school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
I go to Red Cross Elementary. I'm going to be in 6th grade.
You got a favorite player?
David Ortiz.
All right, good job. That's the Marlins. That's everybody, right, guys? All right, that's the Marlins, the runners up here in the 12 and under division. And it's time to talk to the Red Sox now. We'll get head coach Jeff Poland up here to have a quick word with us. Jeff, congratulations.
Thank you. Good game.
Yeah, kids played great. I tell you, just one of those games that could have gone either way.
Yeah, they left it out on the field. I mean, we had it and then they had it. It just kept going back and forth. And kids got better every game. You know, we play all years what we play for through the season to get to the tournament. I'm just glad the boys able to pull it out.
What are you most proud of this team this year?
Just having fun and learning every game. You know, just as long as they give me 110%, they done it every time. Run off the field, run onto the field. You know, just listen to you, and then learn each game. You know,
That's what it's all about at this level, isn't it?
all about the kids.
That's right. Jeff, let's talk to you kids. Congratulations on the championship. Go through the lineup. All right, guys, one at a time here. We've got a camera on the first base dugout, so we want to turn around and look up there, okay? Tell everybody your name and your age.
My name is Jackson Poland, and I'm 12 years old.
What school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
I go to Glasgow Middle School, and I'll be in 6th grade.
Do you have a favorite baseball player?
Mike Trout.
All right, good job. What's your name and how old are you?
Kate Bishop, and I'm 12.
Kate, what school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
I go to the Glasgow Middle School. I'm being 7th grade next year.
Do you have a favorite baseball player?
No, not really.
What's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
I don't know. It's like all of it.
Okay. Good job. What's your name and how old are you?
I'm Tyler Lane, and I'm 12.
Tyler, what school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
I go to Glasgow Middle School, and I'm going to be in the 7th grade.
Do you have a favorite baseball player?
Mike Trout.
All right, good job. What's your name and how old are you?
I'm Jamison Bowie, and I'm 11.
Jamison, what school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
Red Cross, and I'll be in 6th grade.
Do you have a favorite player?
Not really.
What do you like most about playing baseball?
Fun.
All right, good job. What's your name and how old are you?
Lucas Goodson, and I'm 12 years old.
All right, Lucas, what school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
I'm going to be in 8th grade, and I go to Glasgow Middle School.
You got a favorite player?
Bryce Harper.
All right, good job. There's always one joker in the group. What's your name and how old are you?
My name is Nick Kearney, and I'm 11 years old.
Nick, what school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
I go to Glasgow Middle School, and I'm in 6th grade.
You got a favorite baseball player?
Bryce Harper.
All right, good job. Good game. What's your name and how old are you?
Ethan Harlow, and I'm 12 years old.
Ethan, what school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
I'm in Glasgow Middle School, and I'm going to be in 7th grade.
Do you have a favorite player?
I'm going to go with Pujols.
All right, good choice. I like him too. What's your name and how old are you?
My name is Wade Walker, and I'm 12 years old.
Wade, what school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
North Jackson. I'll be in 6th grade.
Do you have a favorite player?
Miguel Cabrera.
All right. Good job. Tell everybody your name and your age.
My name is Trey, and I'm 11.
What's your last name, Trey?
Brown.
All right. What school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
Middle school and 6th.
Do you have a favorite baseball player?
David Ortiz.
All right. Good job. Tell everybody your name and how old you are.
I'm Tristan Bradley, and I'm 12.
All right, Tristan. What school do you go to and what grade are you going to be in?
I'm going to Glasgow Middle School, and I'm going to be in 6th grade.
Do you have a favorite baseball player?
By softball.
All right. Good job. All right, those are the Red Sox, the champions of the 12 and under division here in the Glasgow Athletic Program. We'll send things back up to Bruce for a look at the final stats. Bruce?
Thank you, Joe.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.